With the announcement that the folks over at IK Multimedia have released their Tonex One pedal, and I've got to say what a great little pedal this is, I'm anticipating the question, does Tonex One sound exactly like Tonex Pedal, the full-blown big version of Tonex Pedal? So today I want to take you through a comparison and answer that question so you can hear exactly whether these do sound the same. So my setup today is going to be my guitar plugged into a splitter box, and then the outputs of that splitter, one feeding the Tonex One pedal, one feeding Tonex Pedal, the larger big brother of Tonex One, the original Tonex pedal, and both are going to have the identical tone model loaded on them, and it's going to be one of the tone models from my Brit 45 Mojo tone model collection. I'll have a link to that below if you're so inclined and want to check it out. So basically what you're going to hear when I'm playing the guitar is I'm going to have two tracks in Cubase that I can go back and forth on, soloing each one so that you can hear the sound of Tonex One against Tonex Pedal with the exact same tone model. Now, one thing to keep in mind, I have gone in and made sure that the input trim on both of them are set the same, because if we have input trim set higher or lower on Tonex One or higher or lower on Tonex Pedal, that's obviously going to affect the sound, so we can't have that. Everything has to be equal. So I have set the Tonex One and Tonex Pedal to have the same input trim level. So I've gotten rid of as many variables as is possible. I've also matched the output level of these so that they're as close as possible. So we're not hearing just a discrepancy in the levels, but we're actually going to compare Tonex One to Tonex Pedal. And then later on in the video, I'll take one performance and just flip back and forth with it without me playing on screen, just so you can hear those compared in a different way without the visual of me actually playing. So without further ado, let's dive right in and let's see if Tonex One actually sounds the same as Tonex Pedal. All right, so here we are over in Cubase, and basically I have Cubase running here. You can see the tracks, Tonex One, Tonex Pedal. So when this track is unmuted as you see it, you're going to be hearing the Tonex One pedal. It sounds like this. Now you'll also see that I'm recording the same track from Tonex Pedal, and when I solo this track, you're going to be hearing Tonex Pedal. And what I'm actually doing down here is summing both of those down, so there's going to be an edited version where we're going back and forth between these, which will be the final audio for the video that you're going to be hearing as you watch this. So starting with Tonex One then, here's our tone. Here's Tonex Pedal. Tonex One. All right, so going back and forth between that, what do you guys think? I'm not hearing a huge difference. Like I said, I've matched the input trim on these as close as possible. I mean, on Tonex Pedal, we actually have a numeric readout that we can set the input trim very accurately, whereas it's a little bit of guesswork on Tonex One because there isn't an actual readout. I have Tonex Pedal set to 0 on my input trim, and I've gone straight up the middle on the setting on Tonex One. So I really do believe that they're extremely close, and I think that listening back and forth to these is kind of proving that point. Again, Tonex Pedal, Tonex One. Now, the best way to do this is to actually take an identical performance and go back and forth between it so that we're not hearing any variance even in the way that I'm playing. The way I just did it is not very scientific, and we could hear just the fact that I play the same riff but maybe hit the strings a little harder on one or softer on another is going to cause us to hear differences that maybe aren't actually there in the tone. So let's now take a listen to two examples, one utilizing Tonex One, one utilizing Tonex Pedal, but of the same performance. All right, so there you have it. What did you guys think? Leave me your comments below if you thought you heard any differences in there. I don't think I really heard much of a difference. If the two are set with the same input trim and also matching the volumes on the way back out, so we aren't being fooled by differing levels, then I think that these sound uncannily close. Now, obviously, we are going through different analog to digital and digital to analog conversions, so there's some difference at some level between them, obviously. But whether it's audible or not is another story, and I tend to feel these are close enough that nobody's really going to notice the difference. So we can rest assured that when we load our favorite tone models onto our new Tonex One pedal, that it's going to give us the same sound as playing them through Tonex software or Tonex Pedal, as long as all the settings, including input trim and volumes, are matched. I think we'll be very happy indeed with the Tonex One pedal. I'm going to leave you today with the full-blown demo video from my Brit 45 Mojo tone model collection, available at the link below at my website. I hope you enjoy the music on the way out. Thank you guys so much for sharing your time with me. Please like the video, share it with anybody you think would get some use or enjoyment out of watching it. Also, please subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell notification to get notified when I put new content out. I'll be back really soon with some more. Thanks again so much for tuning in. Ciao for now.